How do they see me? Well, this is going to be surprising. This is not like other tarot readings. So before you just pick pile one is all about me. And then 2, 3, and 4 are all about you. I'll explain in a second. Hello and welcome to Falling Star Tarot. If you're new here, subscribe to catch me again, click that bell, and thank you everyone who has been donating and participating in the channel. If you would like a paid personal reading, the information is down below. And if you want to reach out, because we have no way to reach out to you on YouTube, there's basically an anonymity about YouTube, please do reach out to me and the Hey Link Me link down below. You can even just leave me an anonymous message if you want to, and I'll make a suggestion about the channel or whatever. Do not ever believe that I am contacting you in the comments with some WhatsApp or what. I have none of that. So, all right, there we go. This reading is going to be a little bit different, as you will see 4 piles down below. The first one is a challenge I am doing that is called You in the Tarot, hashtag You in the Tarot. So this was created by, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, Aardekracht. I think an aristocrat, but I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Earth Power. And I am going to link her name and channel in the description box and up here as well if you want to check out the original creator of this tag. The premise for this challenge is basically select 5 tarot cards from one deck yourself, then blind draw another 5 from a separate deck to answer these 5 questions. The prompts are as follows: how society sees me, how my family sees me, how friends see me, how I wish to be seen, and finally, how I actually am. Feel free to participate if you wish. I think it's a fun tag. If you're going to participate and make your own video, be sure to tag with the hashtag You in the Tarot and check out the original creator's video. If you want to just participate by drawing your own 5 cards from tarot, then go ahead and select those cards yourself and you can compare them to what the reading says. So the second pile is going to be the Smith-Waite Tarot deck. The third pile is going to be the Sun and Moon, and the fourth pile is going to be the Aquarian Tarot. And I will show you, I keep stones on these just in case you want an extra way to choose. And I'll let you meditate about these. And as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Our one true constant in life is change, and energy is always changing. Tarot is just a way to look within. I love this challenge. I don't always do challenge and hashtags, but I'm like, I am going to do this one. This is just too much fun to pass up. Go ahead, and if you have chosen between 2, 3, or 4, the links are down below, and do post your own video if you feel like doing the hashtag You in the Tarot challenge. I would love to see your video as well. I've loved the 2 or 3 that I've been able to catch already. All right, I'll see you there. Hello and welcome to pile 1, or my personal reading, where I do the hashtag You in the Tarot. I explained this at the beginning of the video, but if you do not know, this is all about me. So if you are here to see your own pick a card, please choose one of the following timestamps down below after this reading. What I did was I chose my 5 cards pertaining to me. Yeah, there's some pretty big cards here. I guess I have a good opinion myself. And then I will be doing what I do for you in the rest of the readings. So feel free to watch your own as well. That I will ask a different tarot deck, the Sun and Moon Tarot versus the Smith-Waite deck right here. and we will see what is really going on. This is my opinion versus what Spirit is going to tell me. So how this works, we've got 5 questions, and I've got notes over here. And we've got how society sees me, how my family sees me, how my friends see me, how I'd like to be seen, and how I really am. Now, these are the cards that I chose. If you would like to participate in this hashtag, I put the link down below. I encourage you to. I had fun with it, and you might as well. So for our first card, I have the Emperor. I chose this card because I think society could see me this way. Now, it's in kind of an Aries energy, but the Emperor is all about control. He's all about kind of sitting back, being in charge, being fair, but also very stern. I could see myself coming off as that because I can be sort of stoic. I've been told that I'm mellow, that I don't express a lot of emotion. I'm not sure that that's true because when it comes around time for me to express myself, yeah, that doesn't seem like I'm the Emperor anymore, but well, if you know me, you might know what that means. But definitely kind of a fiery and fair, but sort of the ruler of the deck. Someone who's been around and has kind of completed a lot of things and settled down somewhere, put up a very stable foundation with the number 4, and doesn't really plan on going anywhere. So I could see people seeing me that way, that I could also recognize that I am in control of my life. And that seems very, very me. I chose the Knight of Cups for how my family sees me because I believe, now I don't have a lot of family and I'm out of touch with a lot of people. I'm just out of touch. We might as well accept that. But the truth is, I believe my family always saw me as following my heart and not really my head. But being courageous and determined and all of those other things, I could see people giving me advice and trying to bring me down to practicality. If they have been around me for very long, they know that all I do is basically what I love, what I believe in. I think your heart is the best thing to follow. So, in my opinion, they would think of me as the Knight of Cups, very determined, very stubborn, just going to do whatever I feel is right. And that would fit because they would be telling me, why on earth would you feel like that was right? That seems like a familial thing. Now, as far as like how my friends see me, I think most friends thought I was strong. They would tell you that, and I do have a double Leo placement, so this makes sense, and that I would take anyone on and never really care if they're like bigger than me, smaller than me. It doesn't matter. I would talk to them about it and assume that they would, want to engage in that conversation. If we had a disagreement, let's talk about it. But anyways, a lot of people would come to me, at least in the past, before I became so incredibly busy that I don't have this happen quite as much now, but they would come to me if they were having any problems. I was kind of like the rainy weather friend. A lot of my friends still do, not that I have tons of them, but still do call, and what they want, it might not really be advice as much as is someone who will listen empathetically and without judgment. So I do try to offer that in a friendship, I guess. And so I think, yes, strength might be something that people would see me as, and also being kind of fiery still, yet again. Even though I am an earth sign, I almost pulled a more Capricorn card for one of these, but I think that I come off this way to people, as being kind of fiery. How I would like to be seen, obviously we have the Star card. And why wouldn't I want to be seen as a star, calling myself Falling Star Tarot? I want to kind of replenish people's hope, give them a little bit of guidance, and be open and be honest. This is totally how I want to be seen, is without any cloaks or tricks or, okay, I don't know what happened, but everything went to sleep, so here we're back. So this is how I would like to be seen. Absolutely, like, just no filter, no, nothing to hide, kind of. And that's how I talk to people. I really could use a filter sometimes, but um, I just think being transparent would be the best thing to be with people. Maybe sometimes to a fault. And I do want attention, and I do want to bring people hope. And speaking of no filter, yes, you can tell my nails are fake right now because I do not have time to paint, but I want to try to get some recording done. So bear with me. Those of you who actually know me know I don't know how to do my nails fake. I know it looks weird. It looks weird on camera, but here we are. This is what we had time to do. There are things to do. How I actually am, I guess I would pick the Queen of Pentacles because we have, the Capricorn in me. I do focus a lot on money, and I have been focusing so much on money lately that I've noticed it's kind of been hurting the rest of my practices and the rest of my inspiration and creativity. And it does sort of drag you down to look, like keeping your eyes on the prize is not always the way to do it. But I am doing well, and I am comfortable, and I am happy, even though I still do accept donations and love if you participate and purchase something from the channel. But the Queen of Coins is very in charge of her empire, like the Emperor, but in much a more caring and generous and loving way. And I think that Capricorn energy does shine through. You have a little bit of stubbornness, practicality, someone who will listen, but might tend to categorize others. So, but I don't know. I think it might help me in the long run to be this way. So let's see what the tarot tells me I have, because these are my predictions of me, how they see me. Let's see what the tarot says, how they see me. I'm going to shuffle in front of you and probably speed it up. So we're already talking for a bit more than what people would normally tune in for. Let's give this a try. I still got a lot of gold and blue. Yeah, I was looking at this, seeing a lot of heat, a lot of like solar plexus, and oh my gosh, what's the other one? I can't think of the orange one right now. Maybe I'm not meant to. And throat chakra. So that's kind of wild because those colors do mean quite a bit in tarot. There's a little less red. So I'm a little less passionate than what I like to think that I am. But society sees me as someone rising out of the ashes. That's fine for me. The phoenix, death and rebirth. Probably this could be about the number 13, maybe being a little unlucky, but being able to come out of it, turn it around, and reinvent myself. Nothing wrong with that. And Scorpio energy, so maybe society thinks that I'm kind of, interesting. But still, though, that fire, I'm kind of happy that I have fire in this deck. It's closely related to fire, even though Scorpio is a water sign. My family thinks that I will never change, is basically how I'm going to take that I have a lot to balance. Two of Pentacles. Probably, yes, that I am centered on money. The last time we spoke, I think that's what some of them said, is I should not worry about that. I kind of thought they would think I was more led by my heart. But, people might not understand what I'm really doing. But yeah, the opposite of change, being a little obstinate, I could see that. And being sort of a performer and that they're seeing right through it, I could see that as well. The Prince of Swords, for how my friends see me, maybe being very independent with the eagle. I think that is going to mean quite a bit. Being intelligent, thoughtful, and I'm thinking very helpful. The Prince, lots of movement, maybe a fresher mindset, or maybe they do come to me for advice. They want to know my thoughts. But probably never really taking advice. I know my closest friends and people that I have kept in my life don't expect me to take advice, and they know I don't expect them to take advice. We're just talking about stuff. Oh my gosh, how I'd like to be seen as a success, as someone who has a lot to give, someone who is generous, earth energy. Um, yeah, I would love to be seen as a Six of Pentacles. So if that is how anybody ends up perceiving me, yeah, they got me. That's exactly what I want to be seen like. I don't know what else to say about that. Maybe being a mentor. I've never really I don't know if I've ever really shown too much as a mentor. Um, I've had people tell me I could mentor, but like I don't know that I recognize that in myself. And the Six of Swords. So that's some six energy going on. 6 and 6. 13 and a 2. Oh, I don't know. This is pretty interesting. The Six of Swords with science. It's a lot about balance, insight, planning, making stuff happen and making stuff work. I had no idea that that is how I really am, especially in other people's eyes. I didn't really think I was that scientific, but I think that's really neat. And I kind of think like that you're sort of on cloud nine. At least in this deck, you look like you're very focused and getting a lot of work done. I just had a reading where people see me adding value with what I do, which I hope that's true. Um, Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I didn't get some huge major arcana, so obviously I think quite a bit of myself. I would love to hear if you do this challenge. Yeah, let me know if you can, and I'll watch your challenge, or just let me know down below what you got if you wish. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, tarot is a very introspective game, and energies do change. So this would be entertaining to see. I really like the symbolism that came out in mine. I love birds and I love intellect. I'm surprised I didn't get more water, but I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with this. So, if you enjoyed this, please go watch your own reading where I do your 5 according to tarot. And you will, of course, if you want to compare, think of your own cards or just go ahead and take the reading. And subscribe to catch me again if you're new here. Comment down below what's been going on in your day and what you'd like to see in future readings. Until next time, have fun. Hello, pile 1. Let's see how they see you. If you watched the first one, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to go ahead right now, like the challenge says, and pull your own 5. The questions are how society sees me, how my family sees me, how my friends see me, how I'd like to be seen, and how I really am. Society believes that you are very determined and very practical and probably very good with earthly matters. You could be healthy, somewhat maybe aggressive, competitive. I'm trying to think this might be like Taurus, maybe Virgo or Capricorn. And they're going to see you as a conqueror. Okay, like you might get the best deals. You might be able to predict the stock market. I mean, something, it doesn't have to be money. It could be pretty much anything that has to do with materialism, though, or the materialistic world. So maybe you're just really good at sports, or maybe you're just really, really good at putting yourself out there and getting work done. You might be the workhorse. But this is a more prestigious thing than just being the workhorse. You are kind of decorated and respected. Yeah, I like that. It's a pretty good energy. The Knight of Pentacles. Now, how your family sees you as being quite decisive. You may have the whole world in your hands as far as they're concerned. I like that. The Two of Wands, they're going to think that you have a lot of passions and yet a lot of ability to plan. And you kind of have your own little castle here and a great vantage point. So they respect your opinions. And I like how these cards look like they're just going right together. I wonder if there's something about that. Like it just coincides that you just go from one environment to the next and, went from the knight to the king. Anyways, so they could see you as being quite passionate, quite balanced, quite intelligent, and a great advisor. And I think you have quite the stronghold. I see I see growth and I see happiness, a beautiful kingdom. And with the water, I think even emotions come into hand. And this is something where you're going to consider all elements of a situation before you make a major decision. So your family is looking at you pretty fondly. Even if you aren't like the eldest, I think, yeah. And maybe you haven't really, maybe you just started in life and a lot of stuff is still in the planning. They're very proud of you. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, you must have a lot ahead for you. How your friends see you is the world. So they might think that you're kind of worldly. You've got a lot going for you, but you've been a lot of places. You've kind of globetrotted, traveled, or experienced a lot of things, but you've come out of it and you are sort of like the double-handed magician. You make twice as much stuff happen as when you started out. As you're also, you're kind of wary and you aren't going to fall for just anything. You have a lot of support, strength, abundance, happiness, foresight. And I don't know, I think you have a lot of friends. You could be like world renowned. So your friends think you're very popular and very experienced, and they probably want to see you more. They want to kind of get you out of your circle and to meet more people. The magician. I wonder if my magician showed up for my magician. So you like to be seen. That's kind of funny that I said that. And I did not peek. Did you see I did not peek? You like to see yourself as only being capable of learning all throughout life. The magician is the initiate. And even though you are making magic happen and you have all the skills and all the elements still. Okay, so your friends and you see each other pretty much the same because the magician has all elements represented in this card, and the world as well represents the earth, air, wind. Earth, air, water, and fire. But you actually have a firmer grip on things than what you do. You could be using two wands. I know it's as above, so below, but I thought that was weird that occurred to me. So you're actually better off in your friend's eyes, more powerful than you are in your own. So let's see how you actually are. Oh, you are the Hanged Man. So immediately I think you are changing people's perspectives. You are enlightening people. You might be awakening them, healing them, and maybe even kind of giving them a break, if that makes sense. Not being too hard on them, even though you have all of this knowledge and all these skills. You are the patient one. I really love this because this is like one of the most esoteric cards, the Hanged Man. I think 12 would have some significance. Building, building connections, mostly to spirit, though. I mean, to like a really higher level of understanding. Okay, so I believe this means also that you are someone that is going to have to work hard for things and they won't just be handed to you. You might have to make some sacrifices, but you are willing to sacrifice things for wisdom, and you definitely welcome change as long as it's kind of all right in your heart and mind. You very much believe in what you are doing. So with a mindset like that, give yourself time. When you want something to change in your life, be willing to. But take your time. because sometimes it takes just a little bit extra perspective change, and kind of taking a break from everything and just hanging and waiting and allowing things um, to flow before we can really be ready to change and accept the things that we've been working on. All of this work, all of this knowledge and experience put into good work, it's not going to bring you much if you're not ready to open your hands to it, open your arms to it. So, just a little extra message. Overall, what do you think? Is this how they see you according to you? Let me know. And I hope you did enjoy this reading. If you did, leave me a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe to catch me again. And until next time, have fun. Hello, pile two, the ones who chose the Sun and Moon Tarot. Let's shuffle. I like the bottom of the deck energy. Justice. Let's shuffle and ask Tarot how you are seen. Now, if you want to go ahead and do the challenge, I put the questions below. You can choose your own tarot cards as you believe you are seen in the 5 different prompts. And if you want to post your own video about this, you are welcome to. But let's see. Okay, we're not ready just yet, Tarot. But okay, let's see what we got. How society sees you, the Magician. Okay, I wonder if my magician showed up for this. You are like a miracle worker to them. You are magical. They might notice that you are into some sort of practice, witchcraft, spirituality, guruism. I'm not sure what, but you make things happen. They might even come to you and ask you about herbs or cures or, basically whatever they need. Um, and you have all the elements to make it happen. So now you might not be a long-standing witch. I'm not sure. This might be new to you, just judging by the number 1 alone. But I feel that some of you have been in this for quite a while and might even have, I don't know, sort of a following both ways. We always kind of get the lovers and the haters, right, of what we do. So whatever you're practicing at, yeah, I think that they identify you with what it is you can bring into reality, how you transmute your thoughts and mind, all the things in your mind, basically out here into the material world. And they're probably a little amazed at how you are continually making things happen, just like it is magical if you don't happen to practice magic directly. How your family sees you, the Ace of Pentacles. So they think that you have a good opportunity for growth. So they don't really see you as being too mature financially, but definitely as a good investment. This card can mean like something new, beginning a new business venture or anything like that. So you might be maybe like an entrepreneurial type or someone who maybe even you have quite a few things that you have taken stock in or purchased or started, but definitely they see it as a good offer. And I'm always thinking in this card, there's just so much growth and it's going to go out in so many directions. It's like the possibilities are endless. And that's 2 ones. So we have an 11. You might be the type of person who has kind of a special life. If you're life path 11 or something like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. You probably draw a lot of attention and have a very special purpose here amongst everyone. How your friends see you is the 7 of Cups. Okay, so they see you, maybe they only see you when you're relaxing or letting loose or letting go, and your inhibitions are gone. So your friends see you as a little bit of a risk taker and maybe going a little bit too far towards pleasure and not being practical enough. But that might be just the part that you share with your friends. The Seven of Cups is a very seductive energy. They call it debauchery. Of course, would be like if you were imbibing, or yeah, I don't know, just chasing pleasure for the sake of chasing pleasure. Now, oh, excuse me, chase those who chase pleasure experience less of it somehow, just because it starts taking off. So maybe um, I don't tell people what to do, but maybe show your friends what your family sees about you and the rest of the world every once in a while. Bring them out of that space you've put them in, where they are, where you relax, and show them your serious side every once in a while. You might really deepen those connections. Okay. Now, how you would like to be seen? The Six of Swords, science. Oh, I love this card. I got this in mind as how I actually am. And this card is got deep connections to like thoughtfulness, balance, creativity, making things happen. I think it's a very serious and wonderful energy. I also see that you may be one who likes to retreat into their practices and study and do, but not really resurface very often. And that's okay because, that kind of makes sense. Like maybe your friends only see you when you really just want to let loose and be wild, but you'd like to be seen as the serious, almost like a hermit, um, the mad scientist, studious person. Um, I could see that. That could happen. Now let's see how you really are. The devil. Oh my gosh, so the debauchery is coming. The debauchery is coming out a bit again. Supposedly. You could be a Capricorn, by the way, if this is how you really are. But if not, simply you might obsess. Like retreating sometimes is about the best thing you can do, especially into your work or into your passion, into your venture or your love, your practice. But with the devil here, we might have a bit of overly obsessive or overly escapist energy. Like you may feel trapped. You may feel like this is what you wanted to do, but now you're kind of stuck and there's no getting out or no getting back. And I know I felt like I looked up from everything and everyone was kind of gone. And the friends I did have were kind of these sort of people that you would get together with, but you never got to know. You just got together with them for certain purposes and there were no deep connections. So I've been in that place before. I'm not sure if that's what this is showing me. It feels a little bit like that with the card placement. But how you really are is sort of an escapist. That's how I am reading this card. The devil has many implications though, and you are able to look up this card on your own. 6 is also a healer, and the devil does help us heal. You might show people, you might help them with their shadow work or show them what it is that they need to work on and what they're not recognizing. You could tend to be a little bit contrary even. But that's okay. We need every energy we have here. I think this is a beautiful reading. I love the orange, the red, the passion, all the practice. And I believe that you can make this a really wonderful energy. Don't be frightened that you got the devil, by the way. It is not really the devil. It's the symbolism of kind of the iconic devil. It's a little bit different. Maybe you understand that if you study tarot. If you don't study tarot, believe me, you are not the devil. Okay. This is what I see for you. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Let me know if you pulled cards along with me, if they were any different. Let's compare. Like, share, subscribe to catch me again. And until next time, have fun. Hello, those of you who chose the Aquarian Tarot, let's see how they see you. Now, if you want to participate, I like the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. If you want to participate, I left the 5 questions down below, and you can pull cards, for what you believe, and go ahead and pick your own 5 cards and see if tarot tells you something different. If you want to participate, you are welcome to shuffle along with me if you wish. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your cards for how they see you. Again, if you want to post your own version of the hashtag, I have linked to the original hashtag creators video down below if you want to play along. Okay. Society sees you, Knight of Rods reversed. I am reading this like you might have some sort of creative or passionate blockage. Like maybe there are some things that you've always really wanted to do in life, but you don't feel like you are the person to do it. Maybe you always wanted to be a musician, but you're afraid to go down to the local gathering place or wherever and kind of ask for a job, or you don't want to practice too much at what it is that you've always wanted to do because you want to be good right now at it, and you think that I must be simply the best to even continue. Those people that were simply the best started off with things that really didn't work, but they just kept doing them until they did work. And I think that you just might not feel like you have the determination to do it. Or as far as society is concerned, they don't feel you have the determination and the willpower and perseverance to pursue your goals. We're going to see, I think they're probably wrong. Your family might see you as the 9 of Cups. This makes perfect sense for a family to me because this person has so much. They have been given so much in life. They maybe have inherited so much in life, but they are surrounded by love and happiness and so many offers. And just, I don't know if you know, but everyone's family believes that they're just, I don't know, overly abundant in the heart space, right? So meanwhile, you're kind of like turning your back on all of those offers, like, okay, well, I am kind of following my own path here, and it doesn't mean much to me. Kind of a little too luxurious. Like, you might take for granted all the love that you have. So it's not an unusual way for a family to see you. The 2 of Swords, your friends see you as maybe not seeing everything. Like you might blind yourself with maybe your idealism or your opinions or your indecisiveness even. But you are balanced and you are capable, and you might be a little bit of a ninja type character. I love this because I always think this person can really surmount any task. They're very powerful. If you look at how they're holding the swords alone, that is a very powerful person. That takes a lot of strength. And so you have the strength to see and act. And you should not feel like your friends, apparently your family thinks you're just like ignoring your gifts and your love and everything. But society and your friends see you much more as being inactive when you have so much to go forward with. So maybe people are just seeing that you don't act on things as quickly as you could, and you don't take all the opportunities that you could. Seems to be kind of a theme there. How you would like to be seen is the Page of Cups. Oh, someone with a true heart, a true offer, a young heart. Very sweet. I'm thinking Pisces, but also maybe Scorpio. In any event, you are very well decorated. I'm just getting that you want people to see that you dress well and that you could open up and have more relationships, and that you can be much more helpful than maybe what they notice. You want to do more and study more and learn more. instead of being kind of the person who already has it all going for them. I really love that shape. I mean, it just looks like a heart to me. This seems all about love to me. So you would like to be seen as love and perhaps more of a love interest. And you are, oh my gosh, you are celebrated. So with the Six of Rods, you are very well met. You have been kind of out on the battlefield and you have learned quite a bit. And you have a beautiful story to bring home. And people are going to bring these I would see the wreath as like the celebration and you're like in the parade. But it also is sort of the laurels. You have earned your laurels. So you are, whether you want to be seen as an innocent or not, quite wise and quite experienced. I love this. Look at that. It's like, why does it seem like it? You took the storm and clothed yourself in the color of the storm. I don't know. Why wouldn't you do that? It made you so much stronger. So I'm pretty impressed, especially when we started off with a knight upside down and you ended up coming home like, I won. Okay, so you really are celebrated amongst the people who know you and perhaps even the people who do not. You are looked up to, revered, and welcomed, and you are helping to heal things. You have time to relax. You have time to enjoy this. So enjoy this life. You don't always have to work, 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 and bring so much to offer you already have. Like, go ahead and enjoy it. Enjoy the spoils. Okay, this is what I see for you. If you did participate and choose your own cards, let me know how they compared. So like, share, comment, subscribe to catch me again. Thank you so much for participating today. I loved seeing you guys here. Until next time, have fun.